Hello everyone, this is Priyanka Barge. Welcome to M for Parenting. This is the third episode of parenting, and today's topic is how to take your kids away from junk food and make them eat healthy food. So the first thing that I will suggest you is do not bring junk food home. Do not bring outside food home. So the junk food does not come home by itself, right? There are some members of the family or you yourself bring the food home, and when children see it, they get tempted. So make it a habit that you will not bring any kind of junk food home. Second thing is, do not substitute anything with junk food. Like if your child is not ready to eat a roti, you immediately make a roti pizza, right? So that the child eats. You think this is the easiest way for the child to eat the roti. But what happens is eventually the child starts developing a sense that every time when he or she is going to deny the food, he or she will get a substitute. So the habit gets into the mind that I'm going to get a substitute. I'm going to get something different every day when I start denying food. And then the child starts denying food. And then what happens is when the child starts eating that roti pizza every time, substituting the roti, the child does not understand the taste of roti, or he does not even develop any kind of importance for that roti. So eventually the child stops developing a sense for home cooked food, and the child tend towards developing a habit for junk food. So when the child eventually grows up, he or she is going to completely tend towards having something innovative and creative every time, and tend towards having junk food. So he or she will always choose the option of junk food because he is being always used to roti pizza and not the roti. Okay, so making creative and innovative food is okay sometimes, 1 or 2 days in a week. Like you can keep Sunday for that. But every time substituting your home cooked food with something that will take your child away from healthy eating is not good. So never substitute any kind of home cooked food with your junk food. The child will not eat roti for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. For 4th day, the child will start eating. Okay. Third thing is, you have to slowly reduce the quantity of junk food. So if your child is used to eating pasta, what you have to do is start including veggies into the pasta. And then what you do is slowly decrease the amount of pasta and increase the amount of vegetables into that. So gradually you have to decrease the pasta and increase the veggies such that the child will not know that you are decreasing the amount of pasta and increasing vegetables. The child should not come to know about it. So go very slowly. So start decreasing it. So in this way you can reduce the habit of junk food and start building slowly the habit of healthy eating. So that is important. Next thing is, you have to keep reward system. Now reward system really works well. Like you can tell your child that if he or she will eat healthy food throughout the week, on Sunday you are going to give some reward. Like either you will cook some of his or her favorite dish, or you're going to have some time with him or her. Give some kind of reward on every Sunday, so that to get that reward, the child will start eating healthy and eat healthy throughout the week to get that reward on every Sunday. So reward systems actually work. Then the next thing is, you can look for alternatives. Like if you want to have sufficient amount of calcium intake into your child, there are many things other than milk. Then there is curd, cheese and butter that you can include for calcium intake. So even for calcium, proteins, minerals, vitamins, there are a lot of alternatives. So include all the kinds of alternatives that are available. Okay. The next thing is, if anything does not work, like many parents come to me that and they tell me that there are some things that we have done to take a child towards healthy eating, and those have not worked. So what I will tell you is, what you can do if your child is so much addicted to junk food and he's not ready to leave it and come back to healthy eating, and you see no other option left after trying all these options that I tell you, if you have no other option left, what you can do is you make a thick paste of bitter gourd, karela. You make a paste of karela and you put into that pasta, such that the child will not recognize that something is being mixed into that. Okay, the color and the texture of the pasta should be same like it is always. And once the child eats that Karela pasta, with a bitter taste, the child will completely start hating that pasta. I have tried this method. So the child will never ever think of eating the pasta again. So once or twice if you do that, the child will start developing a sense of negativity and hatred towards that particular food, junk food. So you can try that if nothing works. The next thing I'll tell you is you have to take everything sportingly. You have to improve yourself. As parents, we have a lot more responsibility when it comes to healthy eating. So whatever the child eats, if the child is eating healthy, if the child is not eating healthy, I think it is all because of whatever is happening in your house, how you tend to treat your child with food. Okay, so parents, I think, are responsible for healthy eating or non-healthy eating of a child. So you have to be very sporting, and things are not so easy. You have to be doing this every day, every single day for months together, because results take time to you see. Okay, so it is going to take time. You have to be very sporting. Then the next thing is you can show harmful effects to the child. Like you can show people who are gone through a lot of health issues, or people who are going through health issues because they have not been eating healthy throughout their life. Heart issues, and then there are bone issues, skin issues, hair issues. You can show practically to your child how people are suffering, and it is all because of unhealthy practices of food. So you can directly show some harmful effects, and the child will start understanding it eventually. So even this, you have to do it number of times. You have to show number of times the harmful effects. Show some people with hair effects, then show some people with skin effects, some people with heart effects. So if you show it 3-4 times to your child, the child eventually starts understanding that even he or she does not want to go into that phase of life. Okay. After that, most important, do not bribe your child. We as parents, what we do is, if we want some of our work to be get done, then we sometimes bribe our children with healthy or unhealthy, whatever kind of food, but do not bribe children. Like, if you do this, I'll give you that. If you do this, I'll give you a chocolate. So don't do that. Children eventually they tend to develop a sense of bribing also, and a sense of feeling that if I do this, I'll get that. Okay, so it should not be like that. They should do it without giving anything or without expecting for anything. So the next thing is, parents should not completely ban junk food or unhealthy food. You have to slowly go on reducing it and then make it zero. You cannot directly stop the child's junk food. Okay, that can develop a negative effect into the mind or brain of that child. Okay, or the child can develop anger or anxiety. So do not completely ban. You have to slowly go on decreasing it and make it zero. Okay, and then you can keep a cheat day. Like Sunday can be your cheat day, where you can eat some of the junk food. Okay, so children can have junk food. Junk food is actually anything that you eat beyond limit is always bad. Anything that you do beyond limit is always bad, right? So your child can eat junk food, but that should be in a limit. Like Sundays can be your cheat day. So every Sunday you can make some junk food for your child. Okay, but even that junk food should be home cooked. So that will be more better. So junks can be home cooked, and that will be more better than ordering it from outside. Okay. So do not completely ban, keep some cheat days. The next thing is, keep something handy in your home. Okay, like children tend to feel hungry between 2 meals. As I told you in my earlier video, the last video, that there should be a gap of 3 to 4 hours between 2 meals. But it may happen that before the meal itself, the child can feel hungry. Okay, immediately after 1 hour or 2 hours, the child can feel hungry. So for that, you can keep something handy, like some namkeen or some sweets, but that should be home cooked again, made at home. Okay, nothing from outside. So you can keep some small bits of things handy where you can give to the child, and then things will be okay. Like if I said that there should be a gap of 3 to 4 hours, it does not mean that you have to keep your child even if the child is feeling hungry and you don't give something to the child, it's not like that. You have to give something to your child which you can keep handy if the child feels hungry, in case before 4 hours or 3 hours. Okay. After that, do not shop with your kids. So do not take your child with you for grocery shopping, because when the child sees the packets of chips and the junk food outside, they develop a sense of liking towards that, and they get tempted towards that food. So never take kids for shopping when you are going for a grocery shopping or such. Okay. After that, keep reminding your children of water. Now, children usually forget to drink water. Okay, so you have to keep reminding them till they are small. At least you have to keep reminding them. Once they are grown up, they know what they have to do. But when they are small, do not expect that they'll drink water on their own. So you have to continuously keep on telling them and reminding them to drink water. Okay, so that's the only way you can make your kids drink plenty of water. Okay. And then another thing is you can make something you can make some drinks, good drinks for your child, so that the water intake can be increased. Okay. So make some healthy drinks for your child. After that, your mindset. Now, as a parent, while you're doing all this, you have to keep your mindset very cool and calm. Okay, don't be negative. Don't shout at your child even if you feel like doing that, because things will take time. Okay, and even children need time to accept new things and start practicing them in their lives. So continuously keep on having conversations with them, discussions with them, keep telling them, give them space and give them time to accept all these things and start practicing it. So keep your mindset very cool and calm. Then next is, you have to continuously keep on telling them your message. Not only with food, with anything that you want your child to be or anything that you want your child to do, you have to give a good message to your child every day, throughout the day. Like I continuously keep on telling my child that this is this and you have to do this in this way, or these are the results. Okay, I continuously keep on giving her some good messages, and that penetrates into the brain and they use it at appropriate times. Now the next is, many times it happens that even if you do not even if you follow all these things, there are some members of family, like older members of family, like they can tend to give something to the child, like chocolates or junk food and all that. So what you can do is, you can request those people of your family that you are doing something good for the child and you are trying to build some healthy routine for your child, some good eating habits, and you can request them to not do or not give such kind of food to the child. You can request, that will work. The next thing is most important is, even if you want your child to have some chips once or twice a week in limited quantity, if you want your child to eat junk or chips and all that in limited quantity, what you do is, do not open the packet in front of the child. So if you bring chips home for the child, then do not open that packet. Okay, you give those chips in a bowl to that child. Okay, so that the child will not see the packet and not know how that packet looks and what it contains and how much it contains. Okay, so the child should not recognize the packet, the color, shape and size of the packet of the chips, so that next time when he or she sees the packet somewhere around or outside the house also, he or she will not know what it is. Like my child, till 2.5 years of age, she did not know what is a chocolate. So if anybody offered her chocolate, she did not know whether it is something edible or whether it is a toy or whether it is what. She did not know. Then I used to tell her that yes, this is a toy, you can play with it and keep it. Okay, or I used to tell her that this is something very different and it is not for you, and then she used to say yes to that, because she did not know that whether it is a chocolate or whether it is a toy. Okay, so you can do that. This also is very helpful. So do not show packets to the children who are very small and not exposed to junk food or such kind of food. You from beginning itself do not show the packets. Even if you bring cookies home, do not show the packet. You give it into a bowl Okay, so that they will not know how much quantity is present in the house. Otherwise, if they know the quantity present in the house, they will always keep asking for more. Okay, so they should never recognize the packets in life. So the next thing is, what you have to do is you have to slowly and gradually bring your child downwards. Like, you have to convert them from burgers to sandwiches and from sandwiches to parathas. So this is the transition that you have to do, from burgers to sandwiches and from sandwiches to parathas. You cannot bring them directly from burgers to parathas. Okay, that will not happen. For kids who have already developed a liking towards junk food, this is not possible automatically. You have to slowly and gradually bring them down to parathas and home cooked healthy food. Go step by step. The next is, do not waste food, and also teach this to your child that he or she should not waste food. So you can serve a very little quantity to your child every day, and when he or she finishes it, then you can serve more. And even you have to teach this to your child. So what happens is, when you offer a less quantity to the child, then the child also starts developing a sense that it is very easy to finish. A small quantity is always easy to finish, and so the child goes for eating it to finish it off. Okay, so always give small quantity first. The next thing is, you can do something innovative or creative, or something which the child can like. Like what I do with my child is, we do a prayer before having food. Okay, and the prayer is like this: Dear God, feed all those who are hungry, and do not let anyone sleep empty stomach. So these are the lines that we say before lunch and dinner, so that it brings a sense of belongingness towards food. It also brings a sense of kindness towards people, and this is something creative, so that the child even likes it doing before food, and the child enjoys food after that. It is my experience. So you can try anything creative like that way. And the next and the last thing is, you have to have a lot of patience when you do all these things. So whatever you are trying out for your child, you have to be always patient as a parent. See, the kids are completely new to this world. They are completely new to your laws, your rules, to the nature's laws, nature's rules. They're completely new to everything around them. They even don't know what is good and what is bad, what is healthy and what is unhealthy. So it is you who has to guide them very patiently. They are going to be in their own world always, and with their own demands. So you have to bring them down and explain them, give them your message, and convince them towards a healthy life. Okay, convincing is always good. There should be no forcing, no shouting, no negativity. Okay, they should be always on terms of convincing. Okay, so these are the different points that I shared with you, so that you can take your child away from junk food and start developing a sense of liking towards healthy home cooked food gradually and slowly. Okay, so do practice all these things, and do tell me what results do you get, what are the views of your children, views of other members of the family. Okay, and to get all my videos every week, do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon, so that you will get each and every video that I post. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.